and welcome to Toy Photographer. My name is Patrick, and today we're going behind the scenes of Darth Maul Red Saber Series number 520. So what we'll do today is we'll go over what we've typically done. We've used a 5-light setup, but I've changed it around in the way I'm utilizing it this time. Again, still using my lume cubes. I utilize the lume cubes because I can actually dial them down very easily, up and down, and control the intensity of them through my app on the iPhone. And I also have lighting modifiers which help as well. So I've got some barn doors, some gels, and some snoots, and a little diffuser that I usually use on my boom. So today what I did, a little bit differently than the past, I'm using the boom instead of a hair light or an accent. I'm actually using it as my main light to light Darth Maul. Basically lights his face and the front of the pop itself. I decided to use rim lights using some red gels on the lume cubes and the snoot on this one here to control that light a little bit more and aim it exactly where I want it. And basically I'm utilizing that to give a little separation and to help sell the lightsaber effect of the 2 red lightsaber blades of his double-bladed lightsaber. I then utilized another lume cube here in the front, which comes across here and hits his chest and basically gives a lot more detail to the cloak and the fabrics and stuff like that flowing as he's turning. And I have an accent light with a warming gel and barn doors coming across on the opposite side. Again, skimming across, picking up a little more detail, add a little more warmth to the subject. Again, sell the atmosphere of our virtual volume, which is another image of Mustafar here to go with that Red Blade series there. So that's how we did this. The next part we're going to get into is how we did it in Photoshop, given the lightsaber effect, maybe giving a little retouch and a little vibrance and boost in saturation. And we'll get to that next. All right. So what we did next is we brought our image into Photoshop. So we brought our original image in, and as we can see, we have a little bit of work to do. I want to get rid of the glare. I need to add a little lightsaber effect, and I want to give it a little more saturation and vibrance to the overall image. So the first thing I usually do is create another layer with the original. This way I can leave that as be and never leave it untouched. And what I'll do is retouch and do all of my changes on that copied layer. So as you'll see here, we went and we removed that glare right at the top from our boom and gave a little more saturation, a little more vibrance. I also played with a little more of the contrast to kind of give it a little more snap. The next thing I wanted to do is add a little more of that color to help sell the lightsaber effect. So I added another layer where I was able just to use the area of the cloaks and stuff to give a little more saturation of the red. Then of course we had to add the lightsaber effect. And that's done through several layers where I do a little Gaussian blur to each of them a little bit differently to basically bring this down. Then I basically make that layer style a screen effect, which then just pops right over top of this image, which makes it real simple and easy. And then just slapped my logo and I called it good. So that's going to do it for today's episode of Toy Photographer. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Until then, may the Force be with you.